Greetings and salutes, everyone. How's everybody doing this evening? All right. Forewarning. If for some strange reason the mic seems to pick up some exterior music, my neighbors are apparently having a little shindig and they are playing loud stuff. So, just in case. Team Shadow, what's going on, man? What's going on? And it looks like OBS is behaving this evening. Woo-hoo-hoo! I am doing pretty good myself. Had a really weird week at work. It was just strange. Whole bunch of nonsense. Let's see. But today was a good break. Get to relax. Got caught up on Andor today, so I'm all set on that. But beyond that, I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna go see D&D tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. But let's get into the. I am frozen. I seem to be running fine. Everything looks good on my end. I mean, maybe you might need to restart your What's going on, Josh? What's going on? Shadow, try restarting your stream, cause I'm looking pretty good. At least for me, I'm not having any problems. Yes, it looks way better this time. I agree. But so let's get into the news. We did not hit the goal of hitting 200 subscribers before this evening's beginning stream. Boo, sad pants. But, because of the day, haha, April Fools, I'm still putting the patches on sale. So, starting as of right now, until, I'm going to go until the end of the game day next week. What's going on, young one? Okay, good to hear, Shadow. Good to hear. But starting right now until the end of game day from the opening game of next week, Squirrely Nuts Airsoft patches will be on sale. 2 for $12. 2 for $12. So, I posted the Discord link in the chat already, if you're not already a part of it. Excuse me. But yeah, get a hold of me on Discord. There's also links in my channel description. Get a hold of me on Discord if you want to take advantage of the sale of the Squirrely Nuts Airsoft patches. 2 for $12. And that will be starting from now until end of opening game day on April 8th, which is next week. Oh, yes. Finally, game day next week. Oh, finally. Oh, yes. I'm excited. Super excited. Some good news has come about that I will share with you guys. I believe it was the last live stream I did mention that CQB Airsoft here in Iowa in Davenport did have to close. But Central City Airsoft is in cahoots and works with them, so they're going to set up a small shop at Central City and still be able to sell gear and stuff until they get a new place up and running, which is awesome. Yes, the Iowa Airsoft community is trying to hold each other up and keep it strong and going. This is great. It makes me so happy to hear that. So I'll be able to meet the CQB guys when I go out to Central City next week. Yes, this is going to be awesome. Sounds like it's going to be a really good turnout, and I'm going to get as much footage as I can for you guys. And yeah, I'm excited. Oh, super excited. First game of the year. Yes. So, yeah. Let me put things away because I'm not going to be doing much on the computer. All right. But yeah, beyond that, so at 200 subs, I got as the picture in the community page shows, I have the mystery pistol pack from Fox Airsoft. It's killing me. I don't know what's in it. So please, get to 200 subscribers, guys. This is torture. But yeah, as soon as we hit 200 subscribers, I will do an unboxing of that. I'll do it in a separate video. And then I'm going to give away 4 more custom tie-dye shamags. Oh, yes. And then 4 more people will have a chance at getting one of these beautiful things made by my good buddies. And then I will also do a face reveal. So, we're going to keep the stretch goal thing going for that. So, if we get to 200 subscribers by the end of game day next week on the 8th, I will add the Squirrely Nuts Airsoft Roadkill Rags to the Shemag giveaway. So I'll give away 4 of those with the winners of the Shemags. Yay! So let's get to 200 subscribers, guys, and get up there. And then, of course, we'll do the jumps of the goals. 500. We'll be doing a box swap with Team Shadow Airsoft. And then, of course, at 1,000, we have the big boy of setting up the community $150,000 mystery box truck giveaway. Ooh, guys, spread the word of that one as much as you can. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers and do that. Put it all together. Yes, share the videos. Talk about it. Spread the word, guys. Spread it far. But beyond that, what's going on, Crazy Jason? Crazy Jason, this dude has got something going with making some awesome suppressors. Some mock suppressors that he has been showing with us on the Discord channel. They've been very good work, sir. Very good work. But let's get into the nitty-gritty of tonight with the topic of the beginning topic before we get into the AMA. We're going to keep the AMA to like airsoft related things or nerdery gaming things. And any questions when we get there, please put a Q in front when we get to that section. But we'll get into tonight's topic. I have made a video in the past when the channel was small. Yes. Yeah. These guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Team Shadow knows. But when the channel was smaller, I did a quick like summarized video of why I was getting back into airsoft for my new escape, my stress relief. It was kind of a summarized thing. That's why I kind of said like tonight we kind of might get into the emotions a bit. But I won't try to get too serious, but I'll kind of get into the other details of why I made this decision. And maybe it might resonate with you guys, or, you know, could be connection of some kind. I mean, I don't know. But, like, I believe I said in the video some of my other means of, like, my stress reliefs and things like that, or escapes, as you would call them. I used to go to concerts a lot. I still love going to concerts. I really do. I love music. But last year or so, especially, I don't know if it was because during the shutdown periods or whatnot, but I mean, it just kind of started losing its luster. It wasn't that they weren't bad shows that I was going to. It was just, I don't know, it just wasn't working the same. And like even playing music wasn't working the same. And like I lost interest in gaming for a while too, which when usually that one happens, it gets kind of scary. But yeah, and then I found C7 Viper and kind of got back into watching Swamp. Just kind of lit that flame back up. And oh no, don't do the red. There you go. Go back to green. But yeah, it was a choice of it's just something I used to do and wanted to get back into, and it feels like it's the right thing that's going to really help a lot. Like this for me is like a big mental health thing. It really is. It's it's my way of staying sane, I guess. I mean, some of you it might be the same thing, or it just might be your hobby. I mean, it is a hobby or a sport. Um, but it's gonna help equal out my head because I don't know. And say Josh, yeah. Thanks for agreeing. I'm glad glad you guys get it. Um, it's awesome to hear. It's just especially with I mean, my time in the military was very short, but that was kind of like where everything kind of clicked for a while. So cosplaying, like essentially cosplaying military again, that's that's pretty much where my space is rolling with that for the leveling out. And yeah, I mean, I never saw combat, nothing like that. It was just that environment for me with what I was doing for work and soldiering and whatnot, and just even for training, it just felt right. But I messed up, screwed up, my own fault. It wasn't anything serious, but and yeah, springboard back into airsoft is going to be the connection back into leveling the brain out, and yeah, it'll help a lot. I know it will. I'm super excited. I haven't put on a kit in forever, and putting all this back together, oh, it's been amazing. I got a new assault setup for my vest, which I will be taking to the field because I have the Grenadier loadout will be separate for a different milsim. That will be the one in Burlington, July 15th and 16th. Yes, 15th, 16th. Week after my birthday. But yeah, and with the spark of YouTube, I said in the live where I announced the 1,000 sub goal stuff and gave out details. Yeah, I do want to do this for a living because it's always been a dream of mine to be. I've pursued music, and it's never really worked. I've done a couple of send-ins for auditions that never worked for voice acting. I've always wanted to do entertainment. So that's why this just kind of felt right. So have a good night, young one. Enjoy your food. It's all right, Crazy Jason. It's like I said, it was gonna kind of be like in a little emotional-ish episode. Kind of diving into the feels a little bit. I totally understand, and like with this being like a connection to mental health, like with as tight as this community is, and with like even with a few of the guys that I talk to frequently in discords, if you need anything, guys, just reach out if you just need to talk. Like, I've been there, so that's just my little PSA on that. Hit me up in the discord if you just need to chat it out. If I don't get back to you, I apologize if it's either work related or I could be asleep. I'm up at weird hours, but yeah, we all have our ways of clearing our brains, and as a community with Airsoft, we all connect on the same level, so yeah. And Josh, you understand. I'm pretty sure you guys all get it. Have your own reasons for it, but in the same vein, do the same thing. I mean, that's having to walk away from Airsoft, Jason. That's rough. Yeah, it's rough. But if you have to do it for reasons that are necessary, it makes sense. Like I've had a couple of dips in the last few weeks of like, should I keep trying to go with the channel? Oh, it's slowing down in growth, but we're up to 172 subscribers, so that's a good thing. But nah, I'm not gonna let those thoughts stop this. Not at all. We're gonna keep this going because I gotta do. Yeah, I gotta get you guys all together so we can unbox that mystery truck and build that field. So let's get past this and get past the feels and kind of lighten the moods a bit. So, guys, I'm going to kind of move into the prepping for next week and the AMA section of tonight. This is I totally get that, Josh. And Jason, those couple of people that have kind of pushed you into that mindset of walking away, if that's the reason why you were thinking of walking away because somebody else kind of put you there, screw them. You know, like, dude, I getting back into this and doing this YouTube channel, I have essentially driving myself into debt. But I don't care because this actually makes me happy. That's why I'm doing this, because it makes me happy. That's why I'm going to do Airsoft as much as I can, because in my brain already, that's going to make me happy. And I know it is. I am, and this does. Doing these lives with you guys and everything with the YouTube channel. This shit makes me happy. And it helps the depression go away, Josh. So I totally understand. Totally understand. I'm kind of like I've said in videos in the past. I'm new old stock to Airsoft, but I've never really played any actual games. So next week is going to be amazing for me. The one thing that we used to do when we were young teenagers that we used to all talk about that we wanted to do, but we never all had a car or money or didn't know where an airsoft field was if there was one at the time. So now I'm making up. And Josh, I agree with that statement to Jason 100%. Ever since I got into this and I have met Jason, dude, you were amazing. And I pretty much state this in any of the letters that I send out with my patches or anybody I correspond with. I'm going to say this to all of you right now. This community is nothing without you. And this goes for all of you. This community is nothing without you guys. It is not. And you are all amazing, wonderful, awesome people. I wouldn't keep doing it if it wasn't for you guys. I mean, I probably still would, regardless of how many subscribers I got. But you keep on giving me positive comments and pushing me to keep going. So I'm going to keep doing it. I want to do it, and I'm going to keep doing it. So, Jason, don't give up. Don't lose the drive. Stick around. Don't go nowhere. Screw those people. But let's get less serious and into the more fun. Thank you, Team Shadow. Thank you. I appreciate that. And the community would not be the same without me either. Even though I'm probably one of the newer guys. Don't forget the squirrely nuts of Airsoft. I mean, I'm the pretty much one of the newest guys to the game in this recently, behind a couple other people, and yeah, I appreciate that, Team Shadow. I really do. Yes. I mean, this community is all about just helping each other out, so appreciate that, guys. But yeah, prep for game, and AMA. Like I said with the AMA, try to keep it more Airsoft, nerdy, game, movie, whatever related. Go ahead and ask me whatever. Put a Q in front of your question in the chat so I know you're trying to actually ask me a question. We'll get to it as soon as possible. I'll kind of intermix that as we chit-chat about prepping for game days. Which, obviously... Yes, Team Shadow, I totally agree. Yes, I am only a few months newer than you. I'm not far behind, but still, you know, small gains, but big, big excitement. And yes, we are all in this together no matter what. We really are. No matter if you just started your channel or if you just hang out in the lives and watch a whole bunch of Airsoft stuff. Oh, thank you, Josh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But, yeah, in prep for game day. Obviously, step 1, charge your batteries. All of them. However many you need to take. Even if you don't plan on using them. Take them all. Okay, so first question up, Team Shadow Airsoft. He is asking, what would you buy if you had a $500 budget to do anything with? Somebody's fishing. Okay, $500, $500. I got so many ideas with $500 because I could get so much stuff with $500. But off the top of my head, let's see. So, ooh, the question is yes, I do want to start building my other loadout, but at the same time, I really want a Ronin. No, actually, no. No. The Ronin can wait. The Ronin T10 can wait. That will come eventually. Obviously BBs, but what I think I would end up doing is I actually recently found out that that delightful MP5 that I found through Taiwan Gun will not ship to the US because of air restrictions. So that is now on the off of the table, but I will probably end up I would probably end up searching for MP5. The only problem is $500 will either get me a VFC Avalon H&K MP5, but that's pretty much the whole $500, which I couldn't do that. So my budget brain goes, the H&K MP5 competition with both stocks in it. Man, I'm just going to use my phone to look this up because I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I'm talking about and getting my brain into. But the competition version that comes with both stocks, right? Alright, see you in a bit, Josh. MP5. Come on, load faster. There we go. No. Gen 2 VSC, SMG. Don't tell me they're sold out. But anyway, I think, if I remember correctly, that one is like $250 for the competition one. And then, of course, probably get a couple extra mags for it. A battery. And I already got that awesome other red dot sight, which, out of that mystery box from Team Shadow, which I already have pre-planned and set aside. That will be going on the MP5 when I get it. Ha ha ha. But yeah, I would probably start going with that loadout. And if I couldn't get the MP5 because either of supply issues or they were sold out anywhere, I would probably then invest that $500 wrapped into getting a... God, this would be a contingency, which would be the sidearm portion of that, where I would be getting a SIG. I would prefer an M18 in black. Yeah, save like $50. But get like I would prefer an M18 in black for a sidearm, a SIG M18. And like an extra mag for that, BBs, green gas. Probably an Omnivore holster just for that. If it's in the budget, which I think it is. So it was 240. No, those are 50. Oh yeah, I have plenty to get. There's so much I could do with that. But yeah, I would put it either towards building. I would put it towards building my next loadout, which would involve either a SIG M18 or M17 if it's not available, preferably in black instead of tan, or getting the MP5. I'm kind of somebody who likes trying to get all the stuff so out of the box it's ready to go. And with those, I don't really plan on doing too much on the internals. But yeah, that's where I would probably throw $500 towards my next loadout. And if not any Airsoft pews, I'd totally throw it at the gear for that, which would be multicam and coyote stuff. Yep. Yeah, $500. Go many ways with that. But yeah, it would go towards the next loadout. For sure. I already got I got another battery coming on the way in prep. It better show up before next Saturday. But yeah, that's where $500 would go for me, for sure. Oh, and we got the likes. That's awesome. I mean, there's so much you could do with $500. So much. So much. I mean, currently, my funds are all tied up in things for the channel and game day stuff and getting ready for the game stream of Dead Island 2, so I really wish I could have been able to get one of those 20th anniversary black and gold boxes from Airsoft GI. I mean, that's something I would also... set up a target in your garage or something, man. That's what I do. Actually, before it got warm enough for the garage, tidbit without asking a question, before it got warm enough for the garage, I set up a whole shooting range thing in my house using sheets and like, I mean, you guys have seen it in videos. You can pretty much tell it's like exercise floor mats and obviously the BB catch with the target. I do not recommend doing that at all. No. I do not live with... I'm not a minor. But, yeah, before the garage got warm enough to use, I just get a BB catch. They're like $15. I believe mine's like a Lancer Tactical. I got mine from like Airsoft GI, but you can get them anywhere. But get like a BB catch and like set it up in your garage or something. Because I mean, I do have the issue of I live in town. Essentially, uh, I essentially can't go out in the backyard and do plinking with targets because the neighbors will, oh no, call cops, which that's never a good thing. So if you got a way to like conceal yourself from view or a backyard area that you can set up targets in, like a wooded spot. Oh, you can get an adapter for that if you don't already have one. And if you are talking about your Jason, if you were talking about your Lancer Tactical Proline Archon, I use 7.4s. But if you had a Tamiya to Dean's adapter, a 7.4 will work. It's just your trigger response will not be as snappy. Yeah, adapters are like $10 online. But yeah, it doesn't need an 11.1. That's just to get your best performance out of it. A 7.4 will work just fine. It just your trigger response won't be as snappy. The EMG UDP 9. But yeah, I even with that, I'm pretty sure. Like I guarantee you, if you got an adapter, it would work with that 7.4. Like I said, it wouldn't be as snappy and responsive. Like it'll still work fine. It'll still shoot quick, but it won't be as fast as if you had an 11.1. I mean, the only other reason why it wouldn't work is obviously if you had no way of containing it inside of the battery space. And then you could like jerry rig some duct tape thing. Red green it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, batteries are pricey, which does. I mean, I just bought. I got another. I'm waiting on it to show up. I got another 7.4 on the way to match the other one I got for a lithium ion. It's a 26. Oh yeah, dude. Even yeah, if you had an adapter, as long as the battery can fit, or you can rig a way for it to stay in place, a 7.4 will work. If you had an adapter, should be fine. Like I said, just won't be as snappy. Only downside. um, but yeah, it'll still work. But like I was saying, I got another 7.4 2600 lithium ion on the way. That thing was like $30. Oh. And I know lipos aren't any cheaper. I'll spend the extra on lithium ions so I don't have to deal with puff or memory or any of that jazz. It's just a lithium ion battery. It'll be fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure the battery space on that is, since it's the PDW stock, is very limited. So I could understand entirely if even the 7.4 you got won't fit. Honestly, just to try it out, I'd get an adapter and like just duct tape the battery to the side or something. And just take it out and put some rounds through it just to play with it. That's what and have fun. And then wait till you save up the money and get a battery for it. I mean, it is an EMG, so it is made by Matrix. Would be the best bet to get an 11.1 from that for that. I'm pretty like Team Shadow said in the chat. Guarantee they got a really good one that fits in that. Oh, yeah. So as long as it's not too long of a stick battery, like not one for an AK or something, but I'm pretty sure just from the picture you sent, it looks like if you had like a nunchuck battery that's not longer than what would fit in a crane stock, you should be good with an adapter, and then you're set to go. But yeah, speaking of batteries, like I was saying, charge your batteries before game day. I mean, if you can, make sure you get your fireproof bags and charge them right before you go to bed. Do not sleep while your batteries are on the charger, just in case of if you were using lipos or nickel metal hydrides. It's a butterfly. Yeah, it should fit. As long as it's not longer than the space and you can still like encapsulate it. Butterflies are about the same size as most sticks that would fit in cranes. Yeah. But yeah, do not sleep with your batteries on the charger. I would recommend that 100%. Just because of if you're using lipos or nickel metal hydrides, puff or overuse older batteries. Yeah, poof, pop, burn. Yeah, no good. So charge them in your fireproof bags, your lipo safe bags, and do not sleep with them on the charger. Charge them right before you go to bed. Make sure everything's unplugged. Safety first. Make sure that you have your appropriate carrying equipment for your replicas and pews and things. So that means either a actual case, bag, or the original box they came in. Do not transport those things naked in the wind. You will get in deep, deep trouble. People will get scared. It is one thing that I can't stress enough. In the original box, in a case, bag, some sort of carrying bag for a replica or pew, or the box that it came in. Okay. Shadow, funny story. I just actually received lipo bags a couple of weeks ago because I was charging without them. Shame on me. No, bad. I did also charge without before I had the money to get them because I was stupid and I did not buy them when I got my batteries and things. Because I was just like, I need batteries so I can use my pew. But yes, listen, use the bags. It is for safety. You should also transport them in the fireproof bags. Like, it's just more of smart practice. Keeping the safety procedures, and then you'll never have any problems. Trust me, I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube of those batteries exploding and catching fire. It is a real risk, especially if they're older, well-used lipos or nickel metal hydrides. That's why I recommend spend the extra money, get lithium ion. It's kind of the new I don't have a battery bag either. Of course, the battery charges my 9.6 because I never got the lipo charger I was supposed to get. And also, tidbit, if you have an adapter for that 9.6, Jason, you can also use that 9.6 on that PDW as well. Again, it'll just be trigger response will be lessened. Because 9.6 is essentially a 7.4 in nickel metal hydride. Fun fact. But yeah, please use your fire safe bags for your lipo bags, even if it's a lithium ion or nickel metal hydride or lipo. I can't stress that enough, guys. Please there's a lot of safety things. Obviously, YouTube doesn't like a lot of this stuff just because of the connection to the real life pew thing. Because apparently you can't say the G word anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of safety things. Make sure when you are getting your gear ready outside of the carrying case situation. Yeah, yeah, that's a problem. More more pews than batteries is a problem. Just because you can't use them all at the same time. But yeah, make sure that your full seal eye protection, full seal, or specialized full seal eye protection if you have glasses or inserts or anything like that. Make sure that your lenses aren't cracked, they're clean, ready to go. Do your anti-fog wipes. Make sure it fits right. All that fun stuff. Clean, ready to go. This is just easy, smart, quick prep. I also no, it's who says you can't? No, you can. It's just it's not as fun. But yeah, eye protection is key because every field requires it. Or if you use full face protection, make sure everything is in order, straps are all good, all that jazz. I also do recommend trying to clean your kit, your plate carriers and all that jazz. Make sure it's clean, ready to go every time, still functional. If you got to make your repairs, make your repairs. Or if you have some sort of rigging to make sure things works, go for it. But also make sure all those things are in order. Packed, gathered. Charge all your like even when I say charge batteries, that also includes if you do filming, charge all your GoPros and GoPro batteries or Acasos or whatever you use for filming. All your camera batteries. Proper cases, waterproofing, blah, blah, blah. And then standard things. Gas in the car. Do you got to bring your lunch or is it provided? Or do they have for sale? Dick Hill, what's going on, dude? Greetings and salutes. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. But, yeah, me personally, Central City says they got MREs for sale. I'm probably going to get one when I'm there for lunch. Make sure your boots are good. Yes, test everything if you can. If you have the capability, I do recommend chrono your stuff before, like the day before. And yes, Jason, water. Water. I was getting to that. It was coming up on the list. Trust me. I will get to that. But Team Shadow said in the chat here, also, test everything before you leave your house if you can. If you have the capability. If you got time before game on game day, or if you have like the day before, run everything you're going to take. Run like a magazine through everything. Your sidearm, your primary that you're taking, your backups, everything. Run everything. Make sure it's all functional. Make sure you don't have any leaks, any gas leaks, any seals that need to be exchanged, anything like that. You don't have any blockages. Nothing. Like, make sure your hop's still adjusted. And like I said, if you have the capability and you have one, which eventually I would like to get one, chrono your stuff before you go to your field, because every field has FPS limits, and they vary based off of where you go. That's a smart idea. Taking a case of water is a smart idea. But yeah, try to chrono before you leave. That way, when you get to your field and you have to chrono before you go get to play, which you have to do at every field, you know your stuff is going to be fine. Make sure that you get in touch with your local field or get on their website, because they usually have all their rules and FPS limits posted on their website, their Facebook page, or wherever they have. Or I'm pretty sure you can get in contact with your local field and they'll let you know. And it just makes everything go that much smoother and easier too. Because Airsoft is all about honor, following the rules, and integrity. So, yeah, chrono your stuff if you can. Make sure it's all within your FPS ranges for whatever you are going to bring. Test your equipment. And now, like Crazy Jason just said, water. He took a whole case of water the day of for himself. Now, this is where you get the Squirrely Army tips. It's not the day of where you need to be drinking all the water, it's the day before. So to really be hydrated, wait a minute. Hold that thought. Team Shadow, every field chrono is going to be slightly different. My chrono is about 0.2 joules different than my field. Stonebreaker chrono, my gun at 0.47 joules lower than my chrono. Anybody? And then, yeah, and that is true. Team Shadow. I guess that probably is a good variation on like what type of chrono they use, how old it is, how worn it is, and also BB weight and stuff. Because I know for my field for Central City, their chrono is like I have to be under 400. Like that's the max is 400 FPS, which that's like what is it, like 1.5 joules or something like that, or 1.25. But they test with 0.20s, and I use 0.30s, which is gonna drop it a little bit, but I shoot between like 370 to 400. That's based off of what I have for upgrades and what springs in there right now. Josh, for GBBRs, I have not gotten my hands on those yet. I am a tinkerer. Once I do own one, I will definitely get into it, but currently I do not. I would recommend Cutter. Yeah, 0.4, 1.47 joules with threes. Yep. But for your question, Josh, Cutter Airsoft. He's a Airsoft tech. I don't know if he does gas blowback. You can also try the Airsoft GI techs, because I know you can actually send stuff in if you need to. But I'm supporting my local my Cutter only does AEGs. Okay. Thank you, Jason, for letting me know that. So I was not giving misinformation, as he just put in the chat. So maybe I would try the guys at Airsoft GI, seeing if their techs can do gas blowback. I do not know. Or get in touch with your local shop store area. I mean, it never hurts to ask. But Cutter, he's a really good tech. He does a lot of really good work. I mean, like, why not try? Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know Cutter. But yeah. I mean, I would try reaching out anyway. Yeah. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Never hurts to ask. But like I said, maybe the guys at Airsoft GI or your local tech at your local field shop or outfitter. I mean, Cutter's a good dude. I would assume he would just probably, if he doesn't, he'd just be like, no, sorry. So, but it's always good to try. Oh, what else for game day? I always recommend fueling your vehicles. Oh, there goes the pen. Fiddle pen. I always recommend filling your vehiculars before game day. Like, oh no, that's not good to hear. No. That's not okay. I hope he gets better. I hope that goes away soon and his health turns around. Like for me, I have to make a 2.5 hour drive to go play Airsoft. So I would recommend fueling up the vehicular uh, the night before. Oh, that's the worst part is when you get old stuff that they don't make parts for. I used to have a Harley that was like 20 years old and you couldn't get parts anywhere for that thing. I totally understand. That's frustrating. Ugh. Ugh. Loud noises. Stop it. But yeah, I would recommend fueling up the vehicular day before. That way you don't have to stop. You can just go. Uh, like I said, for me, I have to drive 2.5 hours. They open at 9, and I would like to get there early, so I'm going to have to leave early. Well, game starts at 10, so when I say early, before 10. That way I can also chit-chat with people. You know, schmingle. Awesome. Thanks, Dick. Have a good night, man. But, yeah. With also fueling up the vehicular, get your snacks and things at the same time. Otherwise, if you have the time and availability in the space beforehand, you can go ahead and stop on your way. But, like I said, since I have to road trip, those things are in the thought process. And I don't know for the rest of you if you have to drive far to your field or not. Some of you I know don't have terribly far to go. But, yeah. Some people do. And, what else? What else prep that I gotta... Like, this is kind of my internal list of game day prep. The day of game, I will also try to kind of take you on the morning journey and the compiling of the video. So when I say I'm going to get as much footage on that day as possible, you're going to see the start of from like me turning on coffee to loading the car. So I'm going to try to make it as entertaining as possible because for me, this is super exciting and I want to take you guys on my crazy manic energy filled day because that is going to be a nuts day. I'm going to be like a small child let loose in a candy and toy store with an unlimited budget. That's how my excitement level is going to be. Hour and a half drive to get to my field so you understand that there is some preparations in the road trips. Like for me, that's where a lot of this comes from. It's not like the field fees or anything like that. It's the getting there and back. If I can make it back in time on next Saturday, I will try to go live, depending on how late I get back. Because, let's see, we starts at 10, ends at 4. I got a 2.5 hour drive. I'm probably not going to sleep, but I hope I do. 2.5 hour drive, ends at 4. I should be able to get back before my usual stream time on Saturday. So if I do and I feel up to it, and I can get in and out of the shower as quickly as possible from being all sweaty nasties, I will try to go live. And then game days would be the Talkin' Tactical series, where it would be the after action report. Where we'll talk about the game day immediately after the game day. And I'll fill you in on what happened before I put the video up. And then the video will go up after I... That is where I will start kind of editing things a little bit when it comes to videos. Because currently I do it a little raw and just off the cuff it. And just take multiple takes until I feel right with it. That way I don't have to edit so much. But I'm going to have to put in some disclaimers and things and all that jazz. Bring a backup weapon. If you have that capability, yes, Team Shadow is correct. Bring a backup weapon. I would assume that is from your experience with Stonebreaker recently, because you stated it was raining a bit there. Yes, if you have the capability, bring a backup weapon. I don't plan on using me shooty gun for the pews. You know, my lovely little pump action pew. I don't plan on using it, but I'm still going to bring it anyway. Or 3. Yeah, but I'm still gonna bring it anyway, just in case I have like a catastrophic failure from batteries, or the rifle dies for some strange. Sorry, pew dies for some strange reason. Yeah, bring extras. Bring extras. I will also be taking a Springer as well. Yeah, so many people's weapons went down. I got lucky, and it was stupid to not bring a backup. But still, yeah. That's the other thing. If we roll back to that $500 question, if I wouldn't be building like another kit out of it, I would just drop the 430 for the Ronin T10 and some extra magazines. And then I have my new primary, and well, my backup would be that, but at the Milsim it would be the primary, and then Tina would be the backup. But yeah, if I was buying a backup, that's where that $500 would go, for sure. Eventually, someday, hopefully, I'll have backups and spares. That way, you know, more friends of mine can come and join and have the Airsoft experience. Let's see. Extras. Test fit your whole kit too. Make sure you know how it's supposed to wear, rest, and fit. Make sure everything's tight. That way you don't have any catastrophic failures at the field. So if you're trying to put up your holsters. Yeah, speaking of Stonebreaker Team Shadow, that video was good, but it was a teaser. I talked to you about it on Discord. That video was good, but it was a teaser. There's so like I want to see so much more of that Stonebreaker. I really do. But let's see what else. Road tripping is the biggest. Like I said, road tripping is the biggest thing for me because I gotta drive so far, and that's. I mean, it's not far for me really. Like 2.5 hours is what it. Like I said, I went to a ton of concerts. Most of the larger concerts I used to go to were like 3 hours or further away. I might release a full length. I said, do it, dude. Do it. You have 5 hours of footage? Oh. Dude, okay. So, the Milsim for me coming up in July, I'm going to do my best to get more batteries and more SD cards so I could try to get all the game on camera for the Milsim in July. That is my ultimate goal for that Milsim, is to get it all on camera. Fortunately, since I bought the not GoPro, those things are cheap. There's Reaper 6's gun went down. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's terrible when your guns go down in mid-game, especially when you're at a Milsim. Oh, it's terrible. There's 2 events I plan on going to. Both are 9.5 hour drive one way. I would totally okay. I think I've said in videos in the past, like the furthest I could currently right now just feasibly plan with inside of like maybe a month. Get a battery backup. That is USB, like an external battery. Run the USB from the camera to the battery, and then you have a helmet. Oh, yeah, no, I actually have a plan for that currently. But I also don't mind, like, doing battery swaps on the fly if need be. Because it also helps extend the life of some batteries, especially with cheaper ones. But I do have an Anchor battery pack that I could totally do that with. I just don't have the counterweight yet. So right now I'm just kind of limited by battery space because funds limited. But yes, no, I already do know that trick. Thank you, Team Shadow. Appreciate it. I will probably. The thing is yes, the camera I do have is waterproof. So I don't need an external waterproof case. But when I have like the battery doors open, I don't think it's that waterproof. So doing that with the Milsim in Burlington totally is probably going to be a thing. Totally, because I still got some time. I still got some gear to buy for that event anyway. Um. Oh no! Come on. Sorry for that. For some strange reason, the internet just went, whoa. I would love to be able to go to Shadowlands. My question is, because Team Shadow, every time I've said I wish I could go, what state is that in? Because guarantee I would not be able to make that in time. I know it's not until September. South Carolina. Okay, hold on. Let me do some things. Do. Okay, so just state to state, for me to go to South Carolina, buddy, is 17 and a half hours. I would have to fly. That's the only way I could make that in time to have time to actually make that trek. I would have to fly. If I drove, okay, so if I drove, let's see, I've done like 14 hours straight before from Texas to up this way, so if I drove, pit stop and pick up Crazy Jason, totally would do that. I would totally pick you up. You could meet Tim and ride in my Mini Cooper. Tim is my Mini Cooper. He is Tim the Enchanter from Monty Python. Oh, yeah, dude. If with you being halfway between me and the event, if I did drive, I would totally swing by and pick you up. That would just... The only reason why flying would be easier for me is just because of the timing. Because a 17 and a half hour drive, I'd probably stop, pick you up, sleep, stop to grab you, sleep that night, and then just book it the next day. 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. That would totally be if drove, pick you up on the way. That would be the stop. That would be the stop on the one stop I would do, because I can do like 12 to 14 hours straight nonstop if need be. But yeah, 17 and a half, I would have to take a break. So that would be a stop on the way, grab you, sleep for the night, go on, continue. But otherwise, for me, it'd be easier to fly just because of timetable, limited to vacation time, all that stupid adulting things. But, yeah, monetarily, I can't make that work right now. Unfortunately not. I really wish I could. Really wish I could. I mean, at best, I could set up a GoFundMe. if I gotta pay off my credit card first. My crazy Marine son drove nonstop from San Diego to Kentucky. Okay, one, you said it, So I'm just gonna elaborate. Crazy Marine. That you didn't have to put crazy in front of it. Your son was a Marine. He's already your son's a Marine. He's already crazy. I was in the Army. I'm crazy. Anybody who's in the military is nuts on some level. So I totally understand that. Like, yeah, San Diego to Kentucky. That's longest road trip I can ever remember being on was from New York to Iowa, and that was out and back. That's the longest road trip. I mean, I've taken a train from Iowa to California and back. Longest flight I've taken was out to Hawaii and back. Hey, that sounds like most everybody in Texas. He was doing over 100 through most of Texas. That sounds like everybody in Texas. I lived in Texas for a while. I was stationed down there. That sounds like everybody in Texas. I mean, the speed limit down there on the highway anyway is like 80 to 85. So everybody just says, "Man, screw it," and does like 100. I used to drive 35 in Texas like every day. And I tell you what, is everybody drives like maniacs. Everybody drives like maniacs down there. It's insane. I have lots of friends in Texas. They can probably attest. They really can. But anyway. Oh, new YouTube video alert from Team Shadow. Nifty. I'm gonna have to watch that. But yeah. I mean, I've done from Texas to Iowa in like 14 hours straight. Like, only stopping for obviously food, bathroom, whatever's. But, yeah, I've done that. There and back, blah, blah, blah. That's actually not a bad drive. It's just boring. Just really boring. I mean, I drove for a living for a while. Most driving is just boring. Like, what really sucks is knowing when you're going to do a boring drive. Because for me, driving to Central City, knowing I have to go that direction, in the few times I've driven that direction before, it's just, there's nothing. So it's just that type of a drive. So that's why I listen to podcasts. Yes, there's another tip I can give for game day. For those of you that do road trips to get to your airsoft fields on the regular, listen to music, listen to a podcast, keep yourself sane if it is a long, boring drive. Because that'll make you tired before you even get there. Nobody wants that. So, keep yourself entertained, or if you drive with friends, that's obviously going to keep you up and going. Okay. Ohio, I don't know how similar it is, but, Iowa, what are we known for? Pigs, corn, and beans. Do you think the landscape is real thrilling to look at around here? Oh, look, corn. Oh, look, beans. Oh, look, a hog confinement. Oh, corn. Like, that's pretty much the extent of it. The occasional town. It's been a while since I've been through Ohio at all. If I can remember ever going through Ohio. I don't know. I've been all over the place. Did a trip from South Carolina to Oklahoma with a 1.5-year-old. Okay, Amish buggies. I'm originally from upstate New York. I know all about that. That stuff's annoying. But their food and their desserts and their quilts, on par. Amish, I understand, but please, stop. Road trip from South Carolina to Oklahoma with a 1.5-year-old. 26-hour drive. That's about the same drive from going from New York to Iowa. Is about 26 hours or so. I understand that pain. My mom did that with 2 kids, me and my brother. I feel sorry for her. A lot of stops for diaper changes. Oh no, yeah, no. That's the thing. Long road trips with really, really small children. That's terrible. I've done a couple of long road trips with very small children. Yeah, that one go no sleeping. The trick with doing the long road trips like that with small children is you got to have your passenger drive your person who sits in the chewy position, right? The person who sits in the chewy position, that's the one that usually has to take care of the kid. So that way, if you're going to do a nonstop drive, you got somebody doing diaper changes on the fly through the back seat and everything from the chewy spot. And then, you can keep going. You can do rotations. You got to have a good co-pilot. That's why I say the chewy spot. Because you got to be a good co-pilot on long road trips like that. Because that spot's navigation, music changes if need be. Because the driver needs to focus on the road. And especially going through the night, yeah, I've done so many drives and so many road trips without kids, being a kid. It's always about the co-pilot, the Chewie. You gotta have a good Chewie. And when you have a terrible co-pilot, road trips are awful. I've had my fair share of complaints sometimes of not giving the greatest of navigational directions soon enough, but I have corrected. Oh, yeah. 15 minutes into a road trip. I know some of those people. They just pass out in cars. It happens. But yeah, I always gotta have a good Chewie. As in Chewbacca. I hope you get the reference. But yeah, I mean, especially when we're talking going to Airsoft, I know there's quite a few people that carpool with friends to Airsoft. I was at one. I understand the wife comment, Shadow. X, get it, understand. Millennium Falcon, yeah, that used to be, well, one of my old cars was named that. But yeah, I mean, when we're going to Airsoft, most of the time we're going with friends anyway, if you have friends that go with you to Airsoft. So yeah, doing rotations, especially on long road trips, I mean, if I eventually get the fortunate capability of driving out to South Carolina to go out and see Team Shadow and play some games out there, or get to go to Bellahack so I can go to Rev or something. If I'm driving, I hope I can do that. I would love to do that. Road tripping's fun, but it's cheaper and easier to fly not cheaper, but it's usually easier to fly with timing. But yeah, man, road trips are a blast. And I'm going to start doing them on a regular basis as long as the field is open and is game day. So, currently, yes. Opening day. Next Saturday. Like I said earlier, possibility of the Talkin' Tactical AAR, the After Action Report series, for game days. I will try. I don't guarantee it. I am not going to. If I do, keep your notifications on. Hit the bell icon, because I might just spring up a surprise one if it does happen. Otherwise, we will do Talking Tactical the day after. Potentially. I'm still working out the planning things because I don't know how exhausted I am going to be yet. Which is probably going to be an eye-opening experience, considering also I am a smoker. And really out of shape. But I don't care. I'm gonna have a good time. That's what we're there to do, is have fun. Have fun. Hopefully I'll get to meet some of these awesome people. You know, I hope I get sleep like I did from being as tired as I was in basic training. Going, like, that is the best sleep I ever had in my life. Army exhausted, when you have the availability to sleep, is amazing. Because as soon as you put head to pillow, you're out. I'm probably the first couple times it's going to go to sleep. I don't know. It could just be the nerves and excitement from it that could keep it awake. Sleep isn't a friend of mine anyway. So, we'll see. We will see. Can't talk today. Last couple days. Speech has been evading me. But yeah, that's coming down the pipe with the gameplay. I've still not landed on a day for the mature content gaming with Squirrely. Speaking hard. Yeah, speaking hard. I do plan on doing a couple more runs of the mature content gaming with Squirrely. Of the first Dead Island before Dead Island 2 comes out, because that doesn't come out until the 21st of April. So I'll probably do a couple more of those just spontaneously, because I do it straight off of the PlayStation and whatnot. So those might be currently right now either Sunday nights or Monday nights, depending on how it goes. Just depends on what the schedule turns out. So I'm thinking Monday night is going to be another one where we're going to do a mature content gaming with Squirrely, where we'll do another stint of playing some Dead Island 1 in preparation for Dead Island 2. And then as we go through the gaming section of the channel now, as we get through Dead Island 2, I will put up a poll getting close to the end of that campaign run, seeing if you guys want me to continue and get a new game, and we'll run through the campaign of something else. Because that's the whole goal with Dead Island 2 in the gaming section of the channel, is I'm going to run you guys through the story. I'm probably going to do a bunch of the side missions too, but it's going to be a start to finish. You guys are going to come with me on playing Dead Island 2. And if you guys want, when it comes close to close, I was thinking of maybe Resident Evil 4 Remake, because I am a huge Resident Evil fan, and I do need to get that game. And maybe. We will see. I'm going to leave it up to you guys, because the gaming is just kind of an add-on thing. I might just do it anyway. Who knows? Who knows? But keep your gaming suggestions to when it gets to that point. Or if you have any current gaming suggestions that you would like to throw at me currently, keep it to PS4, please. Or in that realm, because that is what I currently use for a primary game system, would be the PS4. And that is what's linked to the channel. Oh, what else? What else? Oh, yeah. Remember, guys, patches are on sale. As of right now, this is not a prank. This is not a joke. I'm 100% dead serious. Patches are on sale. 2 for $12. Hit me up on the Discords. Ooh, let me see if I can't post that again. Do this quick. Paste. Boop. There it is. Put it up in the chat. Hit me up on the Discords if you would like a Squirrely Nuts Airsoft patch. They are now on sale, 2 for $12 or 1 for $8. But 2 for $12 from now until end of game day next week on Saturday. So from now until the 8th. And end of game day next Saturday will be 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is when the sale will end. So, hit me up on Discord if you want a patch. I can do PayPal and Cash App. And then you send me the details and I'll send out the patch to you. I believe because Cutter said he wanted to do a patch swap. So inventory is currently at 38 patches. I need to update that. So yes, I have 38 patches remaining. So sale starts. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Yeah. And if we get to 200 subscribers by game day, end of game day, I will still do this with this too. End of game day next week. So that'll be 4 p.m. Central Standard Time on April 8th. If we get to 200 subscribers by then we will do, for sure, I will then do the after action report with Squirrely Nuts after I get home from the game day. And then I will do the face reveal. And we will then do the details for the Shemagh giveaway, where I will give away 4 custom tie-dye Shemaghs and a Squirrely Nuts Roadkill Rag. If we get to 200 subscribers by the end of game day on April 8th, I will add those to the giveaway. And then I will do the face reveal during the after action report. And then I will film the unboxing of the pistol mystery pack from Fox Airsoft that is sitting in the other room, unopened, torturing my brain, hoping that there is a high kappa in there. So please, let's get to 200 subscribers so I can stop staring at it constantly. Jeez. It is taunting me. It whispers to me in my sleep, open me. Open me. It's sitting there taunting me, just, I could be the high kappa. Open me. Like, normally I am one of those people that the second that I get a box, it can't be no less than 10 seconds after it's in the door, I have that thing open. Since starting this channel, I've been delaying that so I could film them. It's been a different experience for my brain. This is straight torture. Oh, so let's get to 200 subscribers, guys, so I can unbox that pistol and see what I got. So you guys can see what I got, because any one of you that follow the channel, you gotta wait too. Until we hit 200 subscribers, you don't get to know what that is either. So I'm gonna make all of you go insane by going, essentially pulling the Brad Pitt, what's in the box? Although it's not a box, it's a mailer, but what's in the box? It's the other thing that that thing said, what's in the box? And then at the same time, because of the torture, it's laughing at me like Skeletor. But let's get to 200 subscribers, guys. Get to 200 subscribers before end of game day. End of game day, April 8th. I'll add the roadkill rags to the Shemagh giveaway. I'll do the face reveal, and for sure I will do the after action report after game day on that one. So let's get it up there. Also, it looks like currently this week, join me Monday for the mature content, gaming with Squirrely. Then, of course, the other goals. The box of when the box is coming. I could create a whole new section of the channel of like what grinds my gears, and 90% of it would be waiting on stuff. Waiting for stuff to arrive. Waiting for a mystery box. That is the worst of everything when it comes to Airsoft. Especially for somebody who doesn't have a store close by where you can just go pick it up. That is the worst part. That is the only downside of Airsoft for me. But we'll get there, guys. And then, of course, the other subscriber goals are 350, where we're going to do a poll to try to get a special guest on the channel for the monthly shout out, which I still got the monthly shout out for April coming. I will be probably putting that out later this week. I still have to narrow down my choices on who I'm going to give the shout out to and see if they will throw the offer to see if they'll get on the channel. And then we'll have a special live where we will have a special guest and we will call them on the Discord and we will have a chit chat about Airsoft goodness. Also, I'm going to add a giveaway to 350 subscribers for a singular shamog. A singular shamog of the custom tie-dye variety. And then, of course, at 500 subscribers, we will do a mystery box swap with Team Shadow Airsoft. I'm excited for that one. I haven't even started asking him questions to start feeling that out yet because I'm just trying to pay attention to his channel right now to see what he's got. And I'm just feeling it out from there. But maybe soon we will start having those random intersecting conversations where I try to figure out what should I put in a mystery box for Team Shadow. I've seen your collection video a couple different times, intentionally trying to remember what you have when I think about this. Because I'm trying to add my weird twisted brain to it. So I'm trying to come up with really good ideas. Mystery box. Yeah, and I've... Not to say much, but I think I've watched pretty much all your videos. At least once. At least once. I'm kind of a fan. Oh, you got a new pew. Ooh. Ooh. I'm excited to see the new pew. Excited. Like, put that in the Discord channel or something. Share a picture. But anyway. Yeah. We'll start, yay! I mean, and honestly, yeah, dude, those box swaps have all been winners. All been winners. All been winners. But yeah, we'll be doing a box swap with Team Shadow at 500 subscribers. The value of the box will be $300, and that it will be a box swap with them. Then, of course, we will do the 750 subscriber goal of another poll to try to get a special guest on the monthly shout out to come on the channel to enjoy a good old time of chit-chatting about Airsoft goodness. And again, at 750, I will be giving away one singular custom tie-dye shamog. I'm going to kind of keep the shamog thing going. It's kind of my thing. It is the thing. Outside of greetings and salutes and knee. It's the thing. And then, of course, the big goal. The biggin. The huge guy that everybody should be talking about. At 1,000 subscribers, we will do the community $150,000 mystery box truck giveaway. GoFundMe. At 1,000 subscribers. 1,000. And then we can finally see what a $150,000 mystery box truck looks like. And I'll give the whole thing away to you guys. Over time on the channel, through many giveaways. Yes. Can't wait till we get there, guys. Spread the word, spread the love. Keep being beautiful, awesome, amazing people. Spread Airsoft goodness to everyone you can. And never, ever, ever forget your battle cry. Nee!